Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to this Superliminal Games YouTube video. I am Dan, I'm back, and it's time for some Twilight of the Republic booster box opening! Oh, I'm so excited. I am madly in love with Star Wars Unlimited, and I cannot wait to rip into this box. Very exciting. Also very excited that I was able to purchase this box before the street date, thanks to my lovely LGS, the comic book store. Glassboro, New Jersey, 15 North Main. I don't even remember its address anymore. That's a shame. But here we go. Let's rip right in. Yoda, our first leader, right off the jump. Really excited about Yoda. I think it's pretty neat, and I think he's just interesting enough to make him worth investigating for play. Not going to go through all the commons and uncommons here because I recorded this earlier and was going pretty quickly. All right, Pow City is the first rare. That's interesting. The rare bases in this set, I'm not entirely certain how much I like them compared to the rare bases that aren't Energy Conversion Lab, obviously, because Energy Conversion Lab is an entirely different beast than the others. All right, Previsla here in our second pack, and yeah, not entirely certain how I like the new bases. Do love that Hyper 501st. Hyperspace cards are just the best. They're absolutely beautiful. And, yep, nothing too exciting there. I don't know. I have the high ground is interesting, and the foil clone cohort. We're a couple days after I recorded this now, as I'm recording this audio, and I can tell you that the foils have not warped as much as I was afraid they would. Hell yeah, Palpatine. That's the leader I'm most excited about for this set, is Palpatine. I don't know how to make him good. I don't know if we'll even be able to make him that good, but he's the one I'm most excited for. So I was glad to get him right off the jump. Not that I was worried I wouldn't get him, because I also intend to draft. Dooku, he's great. Warrior Drone, that card sucks. Stink Poop, as my buddy Max would say. So, not great. Not great, Bob. And Hyperspace Jango Fett right off it. Love it, love it, love it. Hyperspace leaders are just the best, especially the ones that go into my cube draft pool, because hyperspaces just look cooler. So the more hyperspaces we can have, the better. And Rush Clovis, that's a card that went in the cube, so that's beneficial here. You know, I've historically not been a gotta bust a bunch of packs kind of person. I've been a lot more of a let's do, hey, Wat Tambor. I've been much more of a, you know, let's buy singles for the things we need kind of person, but just there's so many powerful commons and uncommons. The hyperspaces look great, and it's still early enough days that maintaining a cube has made it such that I want to buy boxes for singles. Consolidation of Power, not a card that I think is great yet, but a card that I think, you know, may have some minimum Twin Suns potential, if not also maybe some Premier potential. I don't know. I'm ready to be proven wrong on that one. Oh, that Encouraging Leadership is great hyperspace. Not a great card, but a great hyperspace. Guerrilla Insurgency and In Pursuit. Come on, me. There we go. Can't you see we're recording a video here? Me. Another Django. Shame a lot of the hyperspaces that have been gotten in this box so far have been not super playable cards. Hey, Gore, a legendary. Haha. Also a very cool card. I like the 4 lines of keyword text. I think that's very funny. And I think that, you know, the card is a finisher in limited and some premier decks. Gonna be pretty good. And I'm excited for it. It's, you know, it went in the cube. I'm excited to actually get a draft off now that I have, you know, 3 sets worth of cards in there, and I think it's approached something that I can call acceptable. Man, that Republic Tactical Officer in Hyperfoil is pretty. If I end up building a clones aggro deck, that's going in there. I think I'm probably going to be putting together like Nala Say, Tarkin, you know, clone Imperial Stormtrooper kind of Twin Suns deck, now that Twin Suns is going to get bigger. Just because I don't have a Twin Suns deck, I haven't built one, and I think that's exciting. Huyang! Card I'm very excited about, a card that I think is indicative of a really cool design space. getting to buff something while he's out, but getting to be a unit himself is really neat. Plus, just, I still hold out hope I'll get to meet David Tennant one day and have him sign it. A5s and Barris. This is a triple rare pack. We love it. We love a triple rare pack. Fives is cool. I just like the number of number fives on him as well. I will say a lot of the lore in this set is completely lost on me because I have seen less than a dozen episodes of Clone Wars lifetime. I know a lot of the lore from picking it up from other places, but what? Double Zillow Beast. Hello. Speaking of control finishers, as I was earlier, card's just really hard to remove, right? Like, you gotta deal so much damage to it, healing 5 at the end of every turn. Come on. New Gunray. I can spoil the fact that I don't get now there are 2 of them in this box opening, and that's kind of good because it's impossibly hard for me to not do a really bad, potentially offensive Newt Gunray impression saying the name of that card. Unnatural Life, a card I'm very excited for cube purposes. Just the ability to recur powerful units is something that there are very few ways to do so far, and so every way we get to do it is something that makes me excited for cube. Ugh, Warrior Drone again. I really just don't like that card. Don't like the art, don't like the card, don't like any part of it. Kalani and foil Enfys Nest, very nice. Love Enfys Nest, love the theming, love the lore, love the art. Every part of Enfys Nest has been really great and really fun. They've done a great job with both of her cards so far, and I cannot wait to get her as a leader. I'm sure it's coming at some point. Did open this pack off camera like a fool, but we got a Maul. A lot of hyperspace bases in this box, which is great because the hyperspace tokens look baller. Right, we got a Magna Guard hyperspace, that's pretty great. And, we got a Republic capital ship. Trying to stay down on the era-specific trait theming in the cube, like, took out a lot of the Imperial and Republic stuff, or Imperial and Rebel stuff that had been in there post the first 2 sets, and not adding in a lot of Separatist or Republic stuff. I think there may be space for that later, but now the era-specific keywords and traits, the era-specific traits are just a little too limiting. Anakin hyperspace is pretty neat. Again, hyperspace leaders that can go in the cube are just automatically great. Ki-Adi-Mundi. And that Hyperfoil Daughters of Dathomir, which I don't know if you can tell is off-center, is miscut slightly. And those of you who know me from my Magic the Gathering fandom will know that I love miscuts and misprints. So that was great to open. I have now opened a couple of miscut cards and 1 crimped card in my time with SWU, so that's pretty great. Any chance to open more of that is great. Hey, it's Planetary Invasion, the worst legendary ever printed. Cards suck shit. But hey, it's legendary, so if we're going to be completionist, we need 3 of them, minimum. My original idea to be completionist was to have 5 of everything. Have 1 of everything as a Twin Suns playset, and 1 of everything for a cube playset, and then 3 of everything for gameplay playsets, but I don't need 5 copies of that, or, Invasion of Christopsis, or some of the legendaries like that. And I don't want to spend the money to get 5 Vaders. Hyperspace Cody, and a Cad Bane! And a Hyperspace Foil Strategic Acumen, which I think is a cool card, but Cad Bane, really cool. Capturing so much stuff. And then they can pay the bounty to get them back. It's so flavorful. Bunch of commons. I think at this point, probably approaching having seen every common in the set. Saw Guerrera, a fine card. I don't think it's going to light any worlds on fire, but there are also worse rares to get. Hello there. Your head's on wrong. Another hyperspace base, another hyperspace token. And given that I'm the kind of person who likes to provide tokens for the people who draft my cubes, it's pretty great. Alright, we have another rare base. We also have our first appearance of Jar Jar Binks, widely considered to be one of the worst cards in the entire game. Random is a hard keyword, or a hard word. That is a cool hyperspace. I don't know that I'm going to play it, but it's cool. That's upside down. The one box of shadows that I got had a lot of upside down uncommons in it. So it was odd to find that one-off upside down uncommon. I was definitely expecting to find more upside down cards because one just feels like an even bigger error than like all three of them being upside down. Very excited about that hyperspace perilous position because that I knew that was going to the cube from the beginning. So Sabine, a card I'm excited to cube with, and a card I'm excited to try to put into yellow Sabine in Premier, because that's probably my second favorite Premier archetype behind Green Palpatine. Yeah, finally looking at one of those damn hyperspace tokens. They all look so good. Very happy with how many I got in this box. Admiral Yularen. Learned a lot about Admiral Yularen in the lore over the course of the last couple sets. And that's the box. Gonna lay out the legendaries here. A couple of playable legendaries and Planetary Invasion. Some sick foils. Got 3 hyper foils, I think. 4 hyper foils in the box. One of which, 2 of which probably are going to be very playable, so that's fantastic. And 4 legendaries.